back at it.
If you've seen my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I am living proof and highly convinced that you can absolutely start to build your dream life even when you're dealing with chronic illness and you're healing it through a mind-body approach. But before I get into that, it's been winter. Yesterday in particular, it rained a lot. And it just happened to be my second son's 7th birthday, and we had a whole party here. We actually had 2 little mini parties here at our house the past couple of days for different groups, because our house is not that big and we had to kind of, you know, segment the guests and things like that. So as you can imagine, I am quite actually I feel pretty good. I feel okay considering all the hosting and stuff. But I will say one thing. One, I am incredibly grateful for a lot of help and people in my life that I could delegate tasks to, like who could go pick up the food, who could go grocery shopping. My sister helped a ton because she helped to make some food and teach me how to make her food. She makes a really good homemade pho. It's delicious, and I'm just so happy that I now know how to make it, which is great. And it's really inexpensive and healthy with all the bone broth and all that good gelatinous goodness in there. So that's the first thing I'm thankful for, that I have people that I can delegate. And also, like, I now don't feel any shred of guilt when I need to ask for help. So that's been a huge victory and revelation and learning experience on this journey. And number 2, the second thing that I'm most grateful for is just recognizing how far I've come, right? If you're on this mind-body recovery journey, you know, doing chronic illness and all this good stuff, I'm a little over 3 years in at this point. And I know we're not supposed to talk about symptoms, but just between you and me, because you guys are my followers and you're watching this, I'm still very symptomatic. I am 24/7 symptoms, very symptomatic. It is glaringly there, all the symptoms at this point, 3 years in. But I remember I hit recently, right? I hit the 3-year mark and I didn't feel any dread. I was kind of like, oh my God, I have 3 years of leverage. I've traveled. I get up every day and I take care of what I need to take care of, even though I feel like dying. You know, all you people, you know how it goes. And I feel like 3 years in, I just feel like I'm stepping into like genuine joy, because not only have I been healing mind, body, spirit, you know, but I've been at the same time making these little steps, making these little moves towards the life that I want for myself. But that took some time to get to, because odds are, and if you're watching this, you probably resonate, I didn't know what my quote unquote dream life even looked like. I didn't know what I wanted for myself. I was following the program. I was following the get married, have kids. I didn't even know. I even hit a point where I was like, I didn't even know if I even wanted kids, but I had them anyway, right? To be honest. Get a good 9-to-5 job, and it paid really well, and it was, you know, that was the plan. Buy a house. My husband and I did that, and then, you know, the end, right? Like, you think that's the American dream, is kind of just, that's kind of the cadence. That's how it goes. So I did all that before the age of 30, and then I get sick. so clearly something deeper in me, something, my intuition, my highest self, whatever you want to call it, knew that that's not the life that was going to be fulfilling and satisfying and exciting, and it's not what I wanted. And so I have gotten clear on that. Actually, that's one of the most beautiful things with mind change and all this NLP and transformational NLP and mind body work, or subconscious programming work, is that's the first question they ask you. And that's why I talk about that in my videos, is what do you want? Like, getting really clear. Even if you had a magic wand One of my mentors, one of my coaches that I worked with, that's the question that they would always ask. If you had a magic wand and you could do anything you wanted and you could have anything that you wanted, what would your life look like? And it was so hard for me to answer that question because I didn't feel like I deserved, like, the life at the time, the life that I wanted was so, like, it felt so out of reach, you know? So I was like, I can't deserve this. Like, I'm not good enough. I'm not, all that stuff, right? But that in and of itself is the fallacy, because I do believe, and especially if you're a Christ follower, anything is possible with God. God is God, and He can do anything in your life, right? So who am I to keep myself so small? Who am I to keep Him so small? And my expectations of Him, and all the expectations that He can do in my life. Like, I was keeping myself so small, I was keeping God so small. And so that's a good question to ask yourself. If you had a magic wand and you could have anything that you wanted, what would your life look like? And then having that picture of what you want your life to look like. And for me personally, my dream life is not grand. I'm not searching for fame. I'm not looking for tons of followers. I'm just trying to live a life that I'm so excited to wake up every day. And I just feel so fulfilled and so joyful. And I know that I'm providing value and that I have a place here. I have a purpose here, which I'm probably going to have to make a separate video about that, because purpose is not a thing. Purpose is a feeling. That's what I recently learned. If you can get yourself to feel purposeful, then there's your purpose, and then life will start to unfold within your purpose for you. Like, that's a whole nother thing. So there's like so much that I've learned. Anyway, here we are. It was quite, personally speaking, January was very, not heavy, but hi. Oh no, we have to wash him again. Yeah. To throw him in the wash again, or her. Sorry, it's Pomni. But January was quite the month personally. There's just a lot of movement going on in my own personal life. So, and my husband too. So it was quite heavy, but a good heavy, just dense. It was very dense, and we processed a lot of things, and there's going to be a lot of changes that are happening in our life. Good changes. Oh, coming back to the topic of this video, which is you can still have your dream life while dealing with chronic illness and healing from it. And my nose is running because it's cold and condensation is a thing. I'm only on X/Twitter and YouTube and kind of Facebook, but not really, because I'm only on Facebook to chat with my Metanoia Facebook group. But I have been, even as symptomatic as I am, I have been posting consistently on Twitter, just because I love it. It's a good outlet for me. I know it's not like the best platform, especially right now. Like, I actually, this last month, because of everything that was going on politically and all that stuff and narratives and whatever, I had to take a break from X and Twitter, and it was really nice. I had to take a couple of days off of that. So I've been posting consistently on there for like every single day for 2 years, a little over 2 years. And I've been posting a video or a short on YouTube for almost a year consistently every week, sometimes multiple videos a week. And I was just doing it because I enjoy it. I love connecting with people, and it gave me something to do. And it's those actions are aligned with the life that I'm trying to build for myself. The magic wand question, what do you want your life to look like? Those actions are aligned with what I'm trying to build for my dream life. And so here I am, and these opportunities, these wonderful, like, yeah, sure, small, but also not. Especially if you're dealing with chronic illness and you've been like subdued in your house on the couch for so long, housebound, couchbound, bedbound, all that stuff. These really cool opportunities, because of my aligned actions towards the life that I want, posting online, on the platforms that I like, and with integrity and with truth and authenticity, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about being honest. And like, these really cool opportunities kind of just landed in my lap, which I'm super excited about. And I know that it's because I took these aligned steps, even though I still feel like dying every day, even though I still have these symptoms. These wonderful opportunities have landed in my lap, which will then grow, which I understand. I know how opportunities work. If you take them and run with them, they're going to keep growing and growing and growing. That's life. Life is a compounding thing. And the most successful people that I've come across on this journey, they are not any better per se than anyone else. They've just taken brave, consistent, aligned actions towards their clear goal and what they want for their lives every day. Like, that's kind of the formula to life. You have to know what you want, or at least a semblance of it, and then take these aligned actions consistently every single day, regardless of how you feel. Oh, and by the way, I have watched all the Mindbody channels. I swear to you, I probably in the last over 5 years that I've been on this journey. Well, 5 years total, 3 years on specifically Mindbody. I know all the people. I'm pretty sure I watched every channel, even the small channels, all the like the small accounts. I probably watch all of them. My favorite channel by far is Mindful Gardener Helmet. If you have not, please blow up his channel. He's so good and he is so funny. He provides the laughs that you need to get through this journey and to keep you moving and moving along. And he's for real. He's real. I can tell because as I'm going through this journey and the way that he reflects and the specific details that he talks about and describes about his own recovery journey from 75 plus symptoms, I think it's his thing. You can tell he's legit. You can tell he's walked through the hell. You can tell he's walked through the fire. And thankfully, he still remembers. Like, even me, I'm still very much on this journey, but I'm forgetting. Like, I'm kind of forgetting symptoms that have disappeared, or experiences, or like supplements that I was taking and medications that I was taking that were prescribed by the neurologist and stuff like that. That's why I'm kind of glad I wrote my whole story to date in detail on my website. So if you're curious about that, about the details, if this is the first time you found my channel, you can go check out my story on my website, which I haven't updated in almost a year, I think, because I'm forgetting even. But so I'm so glad that he still remembers all the little details of his horrendous journey, and he's so funny, and I want his channel to blow up because I just think he's really cool and just incredibly funny, and that's what you need. So anyway, that is my update for you guys, and that is my rant. I hope it helps to keep you going. Yeah, so I'm back to pulling weeds. It's a nice, thankfully, we have a nice sunny winter day after a bunch of rain, a buttload of rain yesterday. And my mother-in-law informed me that which she's super cool because she's kind of starting over her life as well, in a sense. And she decided to take on, she loves gardening, so she decided to take on this really awesome gardening program, which I think is super cool. And she informed me that these weeds here, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, these little weeds here need to be pulled out because they have these little yellow buds there. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. These little buds are about to sprout, and so we don't want that. So I am tasked with pulling them out today, and the ground is moist, and that is my favorite time to, the garbage truck just drove by. I hope you heard me. So I'm gonna go pull these real quick, and I know it'll be good for my soul. I always feel really good. You know, like when you have to do something that your body is like, oh, I really don't want to do it, but you just do it anyway, and then you feel so good after, you know? That's how I'm feeling today. So here we go. I'm just gonna pull that section there. I know, don't judge my front yard, okay? We're working on it. We're getting back to having a nice yard again. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And I love engaging with you guys, and I love connecting with different people. Help me grow this. And because I just want people, especially those who are on this journey and it's been prolonged, like I've been on it for over 3 years. I want to connect with all you guys, like all of us that are walking and doing this together. Like, yeah, success people, like the people that have overcome it, I love them. They're super cool, and I'm so glad that they still revisit this time of their life to help all of us that are still on it. But you know, all of you guys who are still on it, let's all be friends. Let's make our own little group. Okay. Without having to pay for, you know, a group coaching rate or whatever. Like, let's just like all hang together on my channel. All right, love you guys. All right, there's the carnage. I know it looks like a hot mess, but at least I got all the yellow budding weeds out of that area. Like I said, don't judge me, okay? We're working on it. And then as I was putting the garbage receptacle away, I noticed that our little landing strip here had a bunch of the yellow budding weeds also. So I was like, oh, all right, come on, let's do this. And this is what Helmet would call like turbo exposure, where you're feeling kind of at your edge, but you're like, all right, we're gonna keep going. So I did, and it really works. Like when you're just like, all right, we're just gonna, oh, dang it, I see one that I missed. Ah. All right, I'm gonna pull it before we go. But yeah, so I went in and pulled. I know it doesn't look like I did anything, I get it, but I went in and pulled all the yellow budding ones. And clearly there's more work to be done, lucky me. But I'm gonna pull this one. So I feel like I just had a workout. I'm gonna go in and take care of what else I need to take care of. So yeah, kudos to you guys who are on this journey, because holy crap, we freaking walk through the storm every single day, you know, and we're supposed to grow. You know, the thought is that we're getting stronger and more joyful as we do it. I find that that's the trick. So, okay, you guys, have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, whenever you're watching this.